guys, it's Jacqie Crafty. I am joining in again and will continue every Sunday to do the She's Crafty, the mini paper pad class. So we've done 1 through 4 so far. Blah, blah, blah. My words are not working this morning. And now we're on to 5. And for 5 and 6, this is the kit I'm going to use. I'm going to try and use up some more of my Paige Evans Truly Grateful because I have the 6x8 pad of that. Let's get all this over here. And I only have a few papers left. So I picked out this paper and this paper to be my 12x12s. I started cutting up this paper. I found this paper. So this also could be one, I guess. And I'm debating if that's what I want to do maybe for this layout, is do this green, because I mean, I love this, but the whole point is just to choose one 12x12, right? Okay. So I'm going to, I think for this layout, we're using this sketch, and I actually think I might use this green, because then I can put a little mixed media on top of this. I'm going to be doing mine a little bit different, and I'll show you that in a second. Let me get rid of this. All right, let's just go ahead and use that paper. We'll use this paper. We'll decide. We'll make a decision. And I picked these before I knew like what we were doing for Twub Tales. So the sketch you see shows 4 photos. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to use a more solid background, do some mixed media, and I'm going to choose 4 different patterns and just do blocks and then place my photo in the middle. That is my plan. So yeah, let's just hop to it and get started. So like I had said, I kind of wanted to do something a little different. Instead of doing 4 photos, I'm going to just do 4 blocks of patterned paper and then have my photo be centered on it, because I have a 4x6 photo and I'm trying to get certain things done, certain things scrapped. I have like a checklist so that I can move on to the next thing, because I've been so sporadic lately that I'm trying to stay focused. So I am going to flip the sketch over, do mirror image, just because my photo, everybody's kind of looking the opposite direction, and we're going to pick out some papers. So I'm just going through the 6x8 pad, figuring out what papers I would like to be behind that I can cut into 3x4. Almost like if I had 3x4 cards, that's what I would be doing. Sorry about that. I didn't take a lot out of this process either, because I think this total process did not take that long. All right, so I picked out my 4 and I cut them in 3x4s, and now I'm just gonna back my photo in a few layers. So I had this random cardstock that I had brought in when I was doing this for Product Focus Friday a few months ago. And it was like, it's like the perfect pinky, corally pinky color. So I backed my photo on that, and then 2 of the pattern papers just to give it some more layers. And when I'm editing out, I mostly edit out just you watching me tear the tear tape off. My roll is so close, like it's so little that I just want to finish it. I did get my ATG in. I had gotten low and only had like 1 left, so I started using tear tape instead. But my ATG order came in, so now I have it. My ATG is ready to go. But I'm like, yeah, I'm so close to being done with this roll of tear tape. I have more, but I'm like, I just want to finish this one. When I decide I want to distress all the edges of my little 3x4 cards I made. So I'm just doing that with my Tim Holtz Distresser. And then I'm going to lay them out the way I want them to be behind my photo. And then I'm going to glue my photo to them. So that way that is all set. And then I will also find, instead of a tag, I'm just going to find a journaling spot. I believe there's one literally just sitting to the left of me. that I'm like, oh, this works. I didn't have to look very hard. And I'm also going to glue that. Yep, there it is. I'm going to glue that to it as well. And then I will pop the whole thing up on foam so it stands up. But I wanted to get that all glued together so that way I can see where I want to put my mixed media. And I'm not going to do a ton, but I'm just going to add a little bit just so it gives the background a little bit more interest just around the photo and where my little clusters will be, my little embellishments will be. Which is kind of where they are pretty much in the sketch as well. All right, so I decided to do some tone on tone actually. This green is beautiful and it reminds me of cracked pistachio. And so I thought I would just do a little bit. I have these awesome stamps I just got from Redefine Creative. Thank you, Christina, for getting them to me. I love them. I've been using them a lot on things. I like to add just that little extra touch of a stamped something in the background, sometimes behind clusters, just to give them a little more oomph and a little more, like, bring your eye to them a little more interest in that area. So I was going to start stamping them. I'm like, you know what would be really pretty is to layer up some packaging technique and the stamp, just to give it a little bit more. So I quickly grabbed some packaging I had sitting over there, and I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna smoosh a ton everywhere. A lot of it gets covered up, but as long as it's roughly where I want, and it looks really dark right now, but as it dries, because the background is green, you actually don't see a lot of, it's very subtle, and you'll see that more in the close-ups. But yeah, it turned out exactly the way I had hoped it did. Actually, I think even better. But yeah, I just have this stamp of, it's almost like they're flowers, but they're just like, it's almost like you took a dandelion and stamped it in paint and put it on a piece of paper. Does that make sense? It's just like a cluster of them. So that is what I'm doing. Oh, now I'm putting all the foam on. But yeah, I just stamped in the 3 areas, and then I had decided that the top needed something. So what I did instead, because I threw away my packaging already, is I just, with this glass media mat, I just put some ink down and wetted it, and then I just smeared the top corner. You probably saw all that. I looked away to have a sip of coffee since I sped this up kind of fast, and then I stamped up there. But now I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to do for a title? I really wanted to use this wood veneer, but just the way it's shaped, it just, it didn't work. It didn't work. So I put it back and decided, okay, I'll just use some of the stickers or ephemera. And so I decided to get this, yep, these are all too long. Yes, doesn't make sense to me. And the way it sits, it doesn't, I'm like, I want it to sit right here. In the sketch, it was sitting more in it would be on the upper left-hand corner of the photos, but also they had photos going landscape and portrait in that little cluster of 4 photos, and I put everything portrait. So I liked putting the title down here better for my page. And yeah, those love stickers work. I'm just kind of flipping through the ephemera, trying to figure out what I got. I've got like an always sticker. I'm going to stick up there so it says always love. And yep. Now I'll glue it down. And then I'm going to tuck some puffy stickers and a floral sticker in places. And then I'm going to use a bunch of the star puffy stickers and a couple of butterflies just to kind of sprinkle around. But that's it, guys. That's it. I'm going to journal on that journaling block off camera. It's not in the photos as well because you guys don't need to see my personal journaling. But there you have it. Thanks for watching. And you get to watch me. Oh, you already did. Never mind. That glue just, the whole thing just emptied out on that one sticker. So what I did, so I didn't waste it, is then I smeared it on my glass mat because it's not going to dry completely on the glass mat. And then I used a paintbrush to paint on the back of all these things, the glue. And then I used quite a bit of it, but a lot of it did have to go in the garbage because unfortunately I got busy then. I had to go do something else, so I couldn't just keep creating. So I did have to waste some glue, but that's okay. I just don't like wasting. But thanks again, you guys, for watching. Make sure to check out everybody else who's playing along with the mini paper pad class. And make sure you go to the Facebook group and you join along as well. It's super, super fun. Thanks for watching again. Bye.